Hello guys, how are you today? I hope you are always happy and stay great. In this video, I will tell the storyline of a horror movie released in 2021, which is no other than The Mutation. The movie told a story about a mutant rat that escaped from the lab and killed many people. A zoologist named Alan along with some cops and his partner tried to stop the mutant rat attack. How did they manage to kill the monster? Let's find out from the complete storyline. But, as usual, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified on our new video. The film starts with a scene of a man named Peter Rowe who was conducting experiments in his laboratory. You can see the shadow of a big furry thing that was also in the laboratory. Few moments later, he sat down for dinner with his wife, Linda. At dinner, Linda, who was a doctor, got a call, and it made her have to leave her husband who was eating. After his wife left, Peter also came out of the dining room. While he walked outside the house, Peter heard a voice from inside his lab and immediately took a gun from his desk drawer. Then, a large furry creature appeared, and the man tried to calm him down. However, the monster instead attacked him and they fought. They continued to attack each other until Peter fell and died from the monster's attack. Elsewhere, a woman was seen packing her things. Apparently the woman had just divorced her husband, Alan Marsh, and was about to leave his house. It turns out that Alan, who was the woman's husband, is a zoologist. The next day, Alan and his female assistant named Julie went to the laboratory where Peter was killed to help the police. The cops led by Captain Norton said if they weren't sure if the murder was committed by another human, in other words they suspected something. That's why they invited Alan in the case. Then, they checked Peter's laboratory to see his corpse with horrific injuries. Seeing the unusual wound, Alan and his assistant were unable to determine what animal had attacked Peter. After that, the captain and a detective named McKenna and Alan interrogated Linda regarding the attack. Linda also recounted the incident when she came home from work in the morning and found her husband dead. Linda, still in shock, doesn't know anything about the animal that attacked her husband and Captain Norton asked Linda to call him if she remembers anything. After investigating Linda, the three investigators said that they would examine samples from Linda's clothes. One of them couldn't believe what Linda said and thought she was hiding something because her husband's research documents had disappeared. Elsewhere, a woman named Suzanne was seen walking down an alley at night. The woman was surprised when she heard the sound. At first he thought it was an ordinary rat's voice, but suddenly the rat monster was behind him. The woman tried to run, and the monster chased. In the end the woman could not fight back, and she had to die, being torn apart by the monster. That night, Alan, who was sleeping, got a call from Linda who wanted to show him something. Alan went to Linda's house and there Linda showed her husband's office. There Alan discovers that Peter was doing drug testing and that he mixed the drugs with growth hormone and uranium. Linda herself did not know for sure what her husband was doing all this time. After checking Peter's last activities, Linda and Alan sat together and drank. Alan had seen a photo of Linda with her mother who was known to have died of cancer. Linda says that she wants to find her husband's killer by working with Alan. They both agreed to solve the mystery of Peter's murder. The next day, the police learned about a woman named Suzanne who was found dead on the street near Peter's laboratory. Seeing the wound on Suzanne, Alan guessed that the wound resembled a rodent scratch. At that time, Alan also informed the captain and the detective that Linda contacted him last night. Alan said that if he had time to check Peter's office, he was suspected of conducting experiments on animals such as rats. According to Alan's assumption, it could be that the animal that killed Peter and Suzanne was a mutated rat. To prevent the monster from escaping, Peter suggested to the police to lock down the city, but the idea was rejected by Captain Norton because the cause of death of the two was not yet certain. After that, Alan went to Linda's house with Julie to warn her about the giant rat. Unfortunately, Linda was at the police station. Alan heard a noise from upstairs and he thought the giant rat was back there. Sure enough, when he entered the room, Alan, who was carrying a weapon, was suddenly attacked by the creature and almost killed. Fortunately, Alan managed to escape from the furry creature and locked it in the room. When Alan left, The bedroom window looked open and indicated that the monster had left the house. Alan, who was injured, immediately alerted the police about the giant rat that had attacked him. He wanted the police to catch the creature alive to find out Peter's motive for creating the creature. The police agreed and will immediately find and arrest the creature. Meanwhile, Captain Norton warned Alan not to approach a grieving Linda. Not long after, Alan also met Linda, who had been at the police station for a while. They then went to Alan's house and had a drink. While drinking, they talked about their respective jobs. After that, Linda said goodbye to return to the hotel, where she would stay for a while. The scene continues with a woman who was about to repair a car in a workshop. The mechanic then left the room to inspect the woman's car. However, while inside the workshop, a giant mutant rat suddenly appeared that attacked him. Knowing the mechanic never came back to his room, the woman then followed into the workshop and accidentally tripped her leg and fell. He also saw the mouse who was tearing the mechanic. The woman then tried to run away, but she was instead chased by the mouse who then attacked her to death. Not long after, the police contacted Alan and told him about the case of the mechanic and the woman who was killed by the rat. Alan advised the police to warn residents, but the suggestion was rejected. The police tell Alan that they will cooperate with the FBI and no longer need Alan. After that, Alan returned home and Linda was also there. Alan informed Linda of the police's decision to no longer hire him in the case. Alan found out that the giant rat considers Linda's house as its nest, so he invited Linda to trap the rat in her house. The next day, Alan was already at Linda's house when Julie came there. Alan told what happened to him. Julie said that Alan no longer had to worry about the case and told him to watch the news on television. Elsewhere, Captain Norton was having dinner with his wife. A restaurant waiter who had returned to the kitchen after serving him heard a voice from the back door. She went to take out the trash and suddenly the rat was there. The giant rat immediately attacked the waiter and other workers. The injured waiter entered the dining room followed by the rat. The mutant rat went on a rampage and injured many people in the restaurant right before the captain's eyes. The captain, who was carrying a gun, tried to shoot the rat, but unfortunately the rat instead attacked the captain to death. The scene switches with Alan preparing poison gas to trap the mouse with Linda and Julie. After that, Julie said goodbye and left Alan alone with Linda. Alan complained of sores on his back that hurt. Linda also offers to examine Alan's wound. While treating and changing Alan's bandages, the two of them talked about their failed marriage due to their busy lives. Then there was a knock on the door, and it turned out to be McKenna and a woman police officer who had come to ask Alan for help. They asked Alan to watch the news on television about the murder of a mutant rat in a restaurant. Alan then told the two cops to stay and help with his plan to trap the mutant rat. They also took weapons to prepare themselves, and in case the rat came. After taking the weapons, they gathered in a room and waited for the rat. Alan went outside and Linda followed him. Alan tried to buy time for the rat to enter the house, and he asked Linda to come back inside the house to lock all the doors and windows. While inside the house, Linda, Julie and both policemen heard a noise from the next room. It turned out that the rat was already there, and it immediately attacked them. One of the police officers was eventually attacked and fell out, while Julie managed to escape when the creature chased her upstairs. Hearing the commotion, Alan tried to get into the house, but the policewoman said the door was locked. Alan entered the house through the other entrance and warned Linda. However, Linda, who was already holding a gun, insisted that she herself would eliminate the mutant rat. He told Alan to stay there. Meanwhile, a policewoman was walking inside the house and she found the room where Julie was hiding. Suddenly the giant rat appeared in front of her. The policewoman tried to fight and dodge until it ran towards the laboratory. In the lab, the policewoman attacked the rat with anything, including dousing it with various liquids. In the end, the policewoman was trapped in the cage of the rat, and she had to die because of the attack of the mutant rat. Before long, Linda entered the lab and saw the rat attacking the policewoman. Linda, who was carrying a gun, didn't try to help the policewoman and instead just let the rat eat the policewoman. Julie, who had discovered the truth, came down from upstairs. When she came down, she saw the rat eating the policewoman in the dining room. She immediately found Alan, who was lying down after an attack in a room. Julie then told Alan that the person who created the mutant rat was not Peter but Linda herself. After a while, Linda came in. She honestly told Julie and Alan that she was the one who created the creature. Initially, Linda wanted to find a cure for cancer so that people would no longer die in vain like her mother. The experiment failed, and instead of reducing the size of the cells, the drug she discovered actually enlarged the body's cells. Linda admitted that all of these incidents were her fault, but she did not dare to say so from the start because she doesn't want to be imprisoned. Linda then told Alan and Julie to leave the house because she herself will eliminate the creature. However, it turns out that McKenna wasn't dead yet, and he hit Linda from behind. After the incident, Alan told McKenna and Julie to take Linda out because he was going to blow up the mutant rat. They tried to sneak out of the room. Alan then put gas near the creature to kill it. However, Linda woke up and she screamed for them all to get out of her house. Because of that scream, the mutant rat knew of their presence. Luckily, Alan, Julie, and McKenna made it out of the house. When they were outside, they thought the rat was dead. Later, when they were about to escape in the car, suddenly the rat came out onto the roof, and it was much bigger in size. Unfortunately, the car broke down, and they got out of the car. Alan, Julie, and McKenna tried to run and save themselves, but the giant rat managed to catch and eat McKenna. The frightened Julie then ran. Unfortunately, the monster almost caught her until Julie fell. Alan tries to save Julie by throwing something. Unexpectedly, the monster's body continued to grow, and because the rat's body had a growth limit, the rat finally exploded by itself. Alan and Julie, who survived, tried to leave the place, but as they were about to leave, they heard the sound of another mutant rat in the distance. I hope you enjoy the video, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with your friends. I'll come back with the next movie storyline. Until now, then bye.